Hey there! I hope you're all doing fine. Welcome back to the channel, and in today's episode about the GSX-R restoration series we are going to tackle the last small fixes that the bike is needing. In particular, we are going to replace the handlebar grip, we are going to replace stop lever and clutch lever, we have a small dent on the exhaust gas pipe to be fixed, and what is something that maybe you have experienced as well. I noticed that on the front brake, when I brake at very low speed, especially when the brakes are cold, I have a sort of feeling that the braking is not having the sort of constant pressure and is a bit oscillating and making a bit of noise. So we will try to fix it as well. But as we are used to say, let's stop to talk and let's start to work. One more thing before continuing. I have updated the logo and the color of the channel. Please write in the comment what you think about this new one. Thanks for sharing.
And this is the dent that we would like to fix. It's not so much visible because, as you can see, is located on the bottom side of the exhaust, but I'm not happy with that, so let's try to fix it. We are going to use this kit, okay, from Amazon. Let's get dent and some pullers. We should be able to manage it. Let's start by heating the metal to make it more malleable. The kit comes with a large selection of buller tab. We choose the one with a slightly smaller diameter than the dent. Next, we apply hot glue. We apply the buller tab on the metal and then we wait a bit to allow the glue to cool. Finally, we can install the puller and try to raise up the dent. But it seems like the glue doesn't want to stay attached. Let's try one more time, but also let's try to use another kind and type of tab that have to be used with a different type of puller. Let's see if we have a bit more luck. No way. Even by using a different puller, no way. Looks like the glue doesn't want to stay attached at all. I've tried again and again, and even switching 3 different types of hot glue, but the result didn't change. It's a pity because I had used this method successfully on the car's bodywork in the past. Here you can see, close up, how as soon as I try to apply some pressure on the metal, the glue immediately stops adhering. Yes, we failed, so we have not been able to remove the dent that you see. I would say that in most of the angles you will not notice the dent because the dent is located here. However, I wouldn't like or blame the kit or the puller itself or the glue as well. I think that simply the glue that I was having and used was not proper for this kind of metal. So if you apply it on the paint, I think it's working much better, as was my experience. However, this is the pipe, and I think what is much more important is not the look of this dent, but the sound that it makes. And this is a Yoshi, so it's a very good one. Let's now focus on the clutch lever. To remove it, simply unscrew a nut and the screw that secures it to its support. Next, proceed to loosen the cable adjuster so that it can be easily released. When working on a 15 years old motorcycle, surprises are always just around the corner. Indeed, here is a fried cable. Seems like a good idea to replace it soon. Installing the new lever should be a piece of cake, but today doesn't just seem to be my day. The lever appears to have a slightly different dimension, and most notably, the screw hole is much larger than it should be.
Apparently, the lever that I kept so carefully were from a different bicycle. So I'm afraid that eventually, somewhere else in the world, somebody is going to face same issue.
Let's hope that at least the handlebar grips don't have any surprises in store for us today. Come on, we will start by removing the risers, and then, without having to cut the old grips or struggle, we'll use some compressed air to remove them in no time.
Just by blowing the air, it comes out very easily. And before reinstalling the new one, please note that the left side and the right side are a bit different, so you can hopefully see that the diameter of this side is a bit smaller. So if you use the wrong one, it will really, you see, be too large. So you have to use this one, and to install it you can use the same technique as before, so using some air compressed. And this is done. If you like to move a bit the move it to put in a different position as before, some air, and you will move it on the right place.
Using the same technique, we repeat the process on the throttle side. Although, truth to be told, the grip's condition here is noticeably better. To make the operation easier, it can be useful to block the air from escaping with the palm of your hand on the outer part of the grip. Come on, let's at least accomplish one job successfully today.
Starting from the problem we are having on the front braking system, a possible reason for my bad feeling at very low speed. So I feel that when I push the brake, it's not pushing constantly on the brake. And as you may know, these brake rotors are floating ones.
A floating brake rotor is composed by three parts. So we have this blue part, that is the rotor blade, and is the part where the braking pads are applying the force. Then we have this green part, that is the carrier, so is the part that is securing that the braking rotor is connected to the wheel, and that these two parts are linked together thanks to these, let's say, buttons. And these buttons makes possible that this junction here is an adjustable one. So it means basically that if the green part, so the rotor blade is rigidly connected with the wheel, the blue part, so the rotor blade, can move a little bit left and right, and this helps quite much to get the wheel and the rotor brake were balanced. So I do expect that my issue is here on the buttons.
And this junction here is expected to move freely. So after years of use and unused, even worse, this could get stuck and the floating system is not working as expected, and this could cause my issue. I saw that a possible solution for mitigate this one is very simple. So we are just putting a bolt and nut over the junction, and if we try to move it now, it should move freely, and this is moving quite freely, but some other are a bit stuck. So the idea is just to clean them with some W40 until they move it very freely, and as it is right now. Of course, then we will clean the rotor. Now this is moving very freely compared before, and hopefully by doing this on each and every of these junctions on both sides, we will fix the problem.
Once completed the job, please don't forget for proper cleaning the rotor blade, and in this case I was using some specific brake cleaner, so don't miss this point. Now that the motorcycle is done, let's go for a quick test to ensure that the brake issue has been resolved. No noise, vibration or sensation of the brake pad unevenly beating the rotor. So at least this last issue, and perhaps the only one that truly worth fixing, has been resolved. This is very difficult to close this video. We tried to make 4 jobs and 2 out of 4 was a fail, but at least the most important one went well. So brake is now super perfect and the bike is in practice finished. I would like to make one last episode, and hopefully if the weather will assist us, I would like to make some nice footage, a B-roll and something like that, to present you the finished bike and also to summarize all the job we made, how much did it cost or how much did I spend to fix it, and then it will be time to say goodbye to Yoshi. She will hopefully find a new owner because something new is coming into the garage. Actually, we already bought it, but you have to wait a bit more to unveil it. Thanks once more for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this video. If so, consider to subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, and stay tuned for the next episode. Ciao ciao!